Hi Brendan, how disappointing is it to see batting performances like this? And do you think today was just an aberration of the side chasing a score above 170 on this wicket?
Yeah, it's obviously very disappointing, especially in a situation where you've got to win all your games on the way home to give yourself a chance of making the playoff. I really thought that our boys were up for tonight. Unfortunately, I thought Lucknow bowlers were very, very good at the start of our batting innings, and we just weren't able to respond. Yeah, but not good enough, and we're definitely the second best team out there today.
Over the course of this tournament, a lot of batting order changes had happened, and okay, the last two matches it was more or less settled, but still the batting did not click at all overall. So, how do you look at it overall?
Yeah, I guess so. A few changes were forced upon us right throughout the tournament with some late arrivals of some overseas players and who were on previous tours, plus a couple of injuries and loss of form as well. So you're sort of trying to scramble a little bit to work out what your best combination is. And look, it's not always easy to do, and it can be a little unsettling at times. But at the same time, we've still got to find a method to be able to deal with the attacks that come at us. And yeah, it's just we unfortunately weren't able to put together a decent enough partnership at the top of the order again. We've struggled in the power play, which has been a bit of a frustration for us right throughout the season. We've been good throughout the middle phase and not too bad at the death, but power play we've been a little unstuck, and we've got to find a method to A, not lose many wickets, and also B, throw a few punches and try and pick up a few boundaries, because at the moment we're sort of stuck in between and it's not really working, and opposition teams are taking advantage of that.
Hi, Brendon, tough luck. I want to ask you that KKR opening batsmen have not contributed much in this season so far. Even we saw an instability in the opening slot. So, what is the reason behind this?
It's a very good question, and one that we're certainly searching for a few answers as well. I think if you look around the other teams who sit towards the top of the table, one of their opening batsmen is also one of the highest run scorers. So it's an area where we haven't been able to settle, and unfortunately some guys haven't quite been in the form that they would have liked as well. So we're just searching for a little bit of form, and when that happens sometimes in a quick tournament, you do often have to change personnel. So look, it's been a little bit frustrating, but the guys certainly worked really hard right throughout the season, and there's times where it hasn't necessarily worked out for them, but I certainly can't fault the effort.
Brandon, just want to know about Venkatesh Iyer. What happened with him? Are you concerned about the form or the method in which opposition was targeting him? We don't see KKR using him as a bowler. What happened with Venkatesh Iyer?
Yeah, look, he obviously didn't get as many runs as what he would have liked, Venkatesh, and we're sort of forced into a situation where we had to look at some other options, and that's obviously disappointing for someone who's represented India in the last 7 or 8 months on the back of what was a very good IPL last time over in the UAE. So it's a little bit frustrating for him. I know he's working very hard in the nets as well and trying to get his spot back, and that'll certainly be a consideration. In a short tournament, you've got to be able to be prepared to use some of the other guys in your squad as well, and that's what we had to unfortunately do with Venkatesh. But he's certainly not out of the reckoning for the games to come.
What about bowling, Baz?
Yeah, just probably in terms of our bowling, our sixth bowler Dre's been pretty good on occasions, but unfortunately Venky and even Rana, we've probably underutilised a little bit, and they haven't quite been able to settle when they've had the opportunity to bowl, and they've just missed a little bit of execution. So that can affect one's confidence when they're not able to get into a game and settle into a game. But it's certainly something to look at. I think maybe as well with Venky's second year, this team's probably do a little bit more scouting, a little bit more homework on you, as has been historically the case in this tournament or even international cricket. So look, it's an opportunity for Venkatesh to work on his game, to improve and to come back stronger, because he's a real talent, and he's got a good head on his shoulders as well, and I know he's determined to take that next step and to start to perform more regularly.